Hello everyone, Thomas here from Ocala Garage. I have I guess a special treat, which will probably be a long-term running kind of a thing. So I'm always looking for other cars, just looking at other cars, and I stumbled upon something that I just simply couldn't pass up. So while the Datsun is still not quite done, she's sorted out pretty well. Just have some cosmetic things really left to do, which, you know, some body work and paint obviously needs to be done, and then some interior things, but she's about wrapping up, so it was time for a new project. The Corvair that I bought last fall is a running, driving, there's nothing really needs to be done with that, so that's not going to be much fun. So like I said, I was out looking around and stumbled upon this. This is a 1969 Mustang Mach 1 H code, which means it has a 351 Windsor with a 2-barrel carburetor on it. So kind of the smallest engine you could buy for the Mach 1. It's got white interior, which I think is cool. I like the white interior. This thing is an original, I think all original. It is a one-owner car. It was purchased at an estate auction. I think the guy who owned it passed away. Actually, I know he passed away because there's a death certificate in with a package of stuff. And the guy who bought this car at auction, it was actually a lot of two 69 Mach 1s, and he liked the options of the other one better than this, although that one was in much worse condition, believe it or not. This one has a lot of rust. Now the roof seems mostly surface rust. I'm a little concerned over here on both sides. This looks like this will probably be a little hole. The hood has a little hole, but it's not horrible. Fenders both have holes, but those are easily sourced. Actually, every piece of metal on this car is easily sourced, which is pretty awesome. So I just thought I'd take you guys around for a quick tour, looking at how horrible the rust is. This is pretty bad. This car, I think, was hit in the rear end, but it looks like the frame was fine. It's just cosmetic here, all rusted, dented in, rusted up here. This is not quite pointing the right direction. You can see my beautiful trunk latch. Trunk works. I don't know if you can really see, there's not a lot left of the floor pan in the trunk. You can see some sunlight through there, some sunlight through there. So this panel is gone. You can see it's actually got a nice wedge out of it. The door is a little bad, definitely a hole down here. Now let me take you back. This is probably a hole there. This fender's gone. I haven't taken a look at the cowl underneath to see how bad that may have gotten. There's some rust here. Doesn't seem to be through holes, but we'll see. There's definitely a through hole on that side, but it's not too bad. The engine does run. The car goes forward and backwards. It does not stop. The master cylinder, I don't know if you can see, it's just solid rust in there. It's all seized up. So that'll be an easy fix, I think. Go through the whole braking system and get this car to stop, get it running a little better. Carburetor is missing, a handful of springs and a few other things, so that's going to need some work to get it sorted. And we'll take a look inside here. This is pretty bad in here, so I don't know if this whole thing's going to have to be cut out and replaced, or what we can do there. Seats are in decent shape, a little bit of a rip there, but the passenger side and the back seats Look like they'll just clean up nice. You can see the headliner, maybe you can't. Headliner's gone. Lights actually work. Let me come in here and sit down. Steering wheel's seen better days. It's got original radio, I think. Seems to be. It's AM only. The clock worked for a minute the other day. That was kind of neat. Yeah. There we go. Second hand moves. So, I think that can be fixed up. And there's a neat little... Took me a minute to realize what the heck this was. Haven't seen one of these in years. It's an 8-track player. Looks like an aftermarket upgrade to the stereo system. So that's kind of cool. You can see the Mach 1 badging. And the interior trim is all Mach 1. I got a Marty report that confirms all the options on the car. And, oh, you know what? I haven't looked to see if there's any treasures. I looked in the glove box, but I didn't look in the ashtray. Looks like we've got some treasures in here. Oh, could be millions of dollars. Let's see what we've got. This is kind of neat. I do not know the history of this car. It seems like it sat for a long time, but it's actually running kind of okay. There's no gas right now. I'd start it for you, but the gas tank has a bit of a leak, so I think my first video that I do after this one will be how to patch a little tiny pinhole in a gas tank. So, Frontierland, got some wooden nickels. Got a $50, quarter. Let's see. 1971, 1974. These are probably all from the 70s, to be my guess. So there you go. It didn't quite cost me as much as I paid because I got about 90 cents in there. So there you go. My goal for this project is more or less the same road route that I took with the Datsun, where I'm going to get it roadworthy. I'm going to go through the system entirely, go through the engine, brakes, whatever else there is. I can't even think right now. But I want to get it roadworthy. I want to get it safe. I'll have to put in new seat belts because those are seized up. Handful of other things, I'm sure. I think I spent about a year getting that girl ready, but she hadn't been started in 30 years. So this one I'm already way ahead because it runs. So that'll save me a bunch of time and effort. So my goal, again, is to get it running, maybe drive it for a season, and then hopefully over the winter, maybe tackle, like, maybe not this to start off with, but tackle like one section of rust. Maybe new fenders and the front clip. And then get that done, and then drive it the next season. And then over the winter, cut this out and replace that. And the next winter, cut the other side out and replace that. Maybe I'll start in the back. I feel like the back, the whole rear end of this car is going to be just, if I start to do one thing, like if I take off and cut that out, that quarter, I'm going to have to replace this back end and the floor pan and this, so it's going to be, this is going to be, I think, a big undertaking, doing the rear end of this car, because I don't think I can piecemeal that. I am, if the, uh-oh, there we go. I don't know why I'm showing you the trunk, but gas tank, fuel tank is down here. If the patch doesn't work, which we'll find out after I patch it, see if it sticks. If that doesn't work, I will have to put in a new gas tank. And I'm sort of afraid that putting in the new gas tank is going to force me to take care of all the rust in the trunk area and the quarters and everything. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that, because then the car might just be down for a few years. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the clip of when I backed it off of the trailer and pulled it over to the side of the yard here when we brought it home. So at least you can hear it run and see that it moves under its own power. But again, I'm not putting any fuel into that until I patch the tank. So there you go.
Almost.
I hope you guys enjoy. Stick with me. Give me some encouragement, any advice, help, whatever you've got. I have never never tackled, never done anything to this extent. I've never done body work. I've done this much welding that was all successful. So this car is going to be a good learning experience. So any help and advice is greatly appreciated. I think as far as the Datsun goes, you know, there's the holes in the rear dog legs here, and I've got sheet metal to replace that. And that's pretty much all the rust is just on each side. I may take my sheet metal pieces to a body shop. This side has a little bit more rust. I think I might take that to a body shop and just have them cut out and weld in the new pieces and just get those ready so we can start getting this car ready for paint. And then I'll have it painted. I don't think I'm going to paint it myself. You think I should paint it myself? I could paint it myself. Probably look like crap. But it'll be cheaper than $5,000 or $10,000 at a shop. You get what you pay for, I guess, right? Anyway, hit me up with some comments below. Advice on the Mustang. Thoughts on the Datsun. If you're interested, I'm selling the Corvair because I hate to sell it. It's gorgeous. But I need the garage space because I don't want the other car sitting out. And the Datsun still leaks just a little bit because I have a new windshield to put in. I think that might be the culprit, but she still leaks. This leaks everywhere. There are windows in the doors, but they're not attached to anything. They do roll up, but I could just lift them right out. So doors are a mess on this thing. This guy does not sit outside. It will get worse, if that's even possible. So anyway, selling the Corvair. If you're on Facebook, you can do a search in the marketplace for the Corvair. She's a beautiful car, very clean, no rust, gorgeous. Brand new convertible top. And you guys saw the video maybe of the new fuel pump. She's a great running car. A lot of fun. Like I said, I hate to sell it. I really don't want to sell it. But it's got to go. So there you go. Anyway, hit me up with some, for the fourth time, advice, comments, whatever. And I will see you guys. Am I blinding you? Let's do this way. I'll learn how to take video one of these days. I will catch you guys later. Welcome to the Mustang build.